Howdy, and welcome back to Beyond the Pew. It's great to be here with you on this beautiful day. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite topics, conferences. I am a conference junkie. I've attended dozens as a teen, as a young adult. I still go to like youth ministry conferences now, and I love taking kids to conferences. And then as most of you know, I direct our conferences for Ablaze. So what I want to talk to you about today is how you can help your kids when they come back from a conference, how you can talk to them to help keep their faith going after these conference experiences. Because there's a joke about it that's not even really a joke anymore because it's so true, is that kids come back with a conference high and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna live for Jesus, I'm gonna do all these things, right? And that lasts for a week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe even a couple of months for some students. But after whatever amount of time, students start to kind of drift back into how they were before the conference, how their faith isn't as alive anymore. They're having a hard time connecting with the faith or growing in their faith. So what I want to do is to equip you with 4 things that'll help you to help your kids to keep their faith alive and not just going from conference high to conference high, right? So the first thing is when they come back from a conference, either ask your teens, or if they won't tell you, ask their youth ministers, what did they learn? Like, what did they hear? What did the great speakers that were brought in talk about? What was the main points that they can get out of that, right? And how are they going to apply that to their lives? Like, help them make an action plan from what they learned at the conference, right? A lot of times you can look online and even find videos of talks or audio of talks so that you can listen to some of the same things in your car or watch them on your computer, that sort of thing. So you know what your young people have heard. And even if that's not the thing, ask that youth minister that they pay $1 million a year to share with you, with all the parents, what these young people learned. The second thing would be to check in with your teens every couple of weeks after the conference. Be like, hey, how are things going with all the commitments that you made after the conference? Or how are things going with your faith? And if you're able to check in every couple of weeks, it might prevent this conference high where they can start to normalize the faith into their life, right? Be engaged in their faith with them, because I'm sure a lot of you go to mass together or pray together. And if you're not, I just encourage you to do that to help your kids to continue to grow in their faith after conferences. The third thing, and probably one of the most important, is to get them plugged in to a ministry that will help them grow throughout the year, not just at the conference, right? So whether they're involved in a youth group or not, to find something that's going on at the parish for young people. Maybe it's just the regular youth night. A lot of youth groups have some sort of like going deeper session, right? To help them and encourage your young people like, hey, I think you should try out this going deeper session or going to these youth nights and helping out after the conference so that you can continue to grow. And the fourth and final thing is actually kind of a little bit of fun, right? One of the big things that kids love about conferences, they get to see all these amazing speakers and worship leaders. A lot of times they're good looking, all these kinds of things, right? So if your students are on social media, I would encourage you to encourage them to follow those speakers, follow those worship leaders on social media so that they can stay connected with the conference and be reminded of all the good things that God did at the conference. So this has been another week of Beyond the Pew. I hope those things are helpful for you, and we'll be back next week.